Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and a wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional acknowledgement of country.
Thank you. Warami Mediga. Hello friends and Naloa. Welcome to Wallamata. I'm a Darug man. My people, we descend from the original clans in Sydney and feel a strong sense of responsibility for the care and well-being of the country here. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we're at Wallamata, the traditional country it's the ancestral country of the Wallamedigal, which were one of the clans that occupied and looked after the country around the harbour. I want to thank the university for their invitation to acknowledge country with you. That acknowledgement is one of the things that makes me proud of this country. The acknowledgement, a lovely way to stand quietly and supportive with Aboriginal people, and I think it defines us as a nation that actually cares about justice and respect. So I want to thank the university for encouraging and inviting me to do that. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. And so he enrolled his daughter, Bullangai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and eventually secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, from which the city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in more traditional times when camp groups were smaller and the clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. I often use the example of our Aboriginal ancestors at this point to share with you actually how good we can get our lives when we work together. See, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 200 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. The British described traditional Aboriginal life as relaxed and leisurely. Now, we maintained our lands in their traditional state through fire and responsible harvesting, and kept our rivers and waterways clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of the creeks here as they've done for the past 30,000 years. Now, I'll just alert you to this is not an ideal or a vision yet to be realised. This is normal life for us and for the longest time, and not that long ago either. And there is no good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our family than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and there is still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just say, or ask you to share your skills with the rest of us where you can, and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by getting off and letting you graduate. So I say, have a wonderful day and evening, and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you.
I'm pleased to introduce the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research of Macquarie University, Professor Saki Pretoris.
Thank you, Chris, for the acknowledgement of country. We will put those words of yours in our hearts. Colleagues, guests, families, and friends. Friends of all the graduates sitting here today. You are important, that's why you are here. So it's my distinct honor and a pleasure to welcome you here today to the graduation ceremony. I bring our graduates and your guests a special greeting from the members of the Council of the University, the governing body of Macquarie. I hope that this will be a very happy and memorable occasion for you all. Today we celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you who are about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination, and perseverance. And you need to make many sacrifices. You have worked very hard to get here today, and you have every right to feel proud of what you have accomplished. We at the university are just as proud of you, and I am pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters and friends of our graduate here with us as invited guests of our graduates. The fact that you have been invited by our graduates to share one of the great days in their lives is proof positive that you have been an important influence. So, to our invited guests, congratulations. And thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us today. In just a few minutes, it will be my very great honor to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you to the lifelong members of the community of scholars that we proudly call Macquarie University. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Stephanie Salazar. Stephanie Salazar is an award-winning educational leader dedicated to shaping the future of Australian education. As the founder of Sanctuaries of Learning, she has partnered with schools across New South Wales to develop nationally recognized coaching programs that provide teachers with tailored support they need to maximize student impact. Stephanie is the creator of the Leadership Journal for Student Impact, and has established influential communities of practice, including the Australian Edu-Coaches community and instructional rounds networks. Her commitment to nurturing the next generation of educators, which led her to found the New Teachers Tribe, which has connected over 900 educators, fostering meaningful membership, mentorship, and collaboration. Beginning her leadership journey as the founder and president of the Macquarie University Education Society in 2013, and later serving as an assistant principal, Stephanie's expertise has been recognized with prestigious accolades, including the 2022 Commonwealth Bank Australian Schools Plus Teaching Fellowship, the 2018 Australian College of Educators Young Professional Educator Award, and in 2017, Executive Directors Award for Innovation and Creativity in Leading Learning Towards Improved Student Outcomes. Driven by a passion for ensuring teachers and students are at the heart of every decision, Stephanie continues to lead with dedication, making a lasting impact on the educational landscape of Australia. I now invite Stephanie Zalazar to deliver the occasional address. Stephanie.
Story of my life. Deputy Vice Chancellor, faculty, distinguished guests, friends, family, and most importantly, our graduates, who we are here to celebrate on this momentous day. Hello, graduates, and welcome to the wonderful world of teaching. You did it! I just want to start by saying that I see you and I recognise the hours spent lesson planning for fictitious classes for uni and for real classes for your prac, the many challenges you've probably experienced and the sacrifices you've probably made to be here. So I see you and I just want to say I'm so proud of you and I hope that you are proud of yourselves. Yeah! I'm deeply grateful to stand before you today. I was in your shoes 10 years ago at Macquarie Uni, sitting at my graduation, with a mix of excitement and nerves. I remember being worried about being the one person to trip on stage and thinking about my first class of Year 4 students who were waiting for me back at school. But before that day, I nearly took a different path. Teaching wasn't always seen as the most prestigious choice, and it wasn't met with the excitement that I had hoped for. But I knew in my heart that it was the right path for me. There was a reason that I forced my little brother to play schools with me. There was a reason I held parent interviews with my dad so that he could help to improve his son's handwriting. So I owned that decision, and I've never looked back. It's been a journey filled with challenges, growth, and moments that have reaffirmed why I chose and continue to choose to be in this profession. I remember my first day as a teacher. I walked my new class into my demountable room, which I was really proud of, with a slightly mouldy smell, and I asked them to sit on the floor while I sat on my chair. They looked at me with nervous, curious eyes, silently asking, "Who is this person? Can we trust her?" And the first thing I said to them was this: "I don't know you, and you don't know me. I don't care what grades you had on your past reports or what your previous teachers have thought about you. I don't care if you've had detentions or what mistakes you've made. This year is your chance to show me what you can do, and more importantly, who you want to be." In that moment, I saw something shift in their eyes. Relief, curiosity, perhaps hope. That year, we became Super 4A, a team with our own mission patched, designed by the shyest yet most talented artist in our class. Together, we created something more than just lessons. We created a community, a place where we could all be our weird, loud, work-in-progress selves. Fast forward to just last month, when I received a LinkedIn message from a pilot/aeronautical engineer who happened to be Lucas, a student from this very first class. He organised a Super 4A reunion where over dinner we laughed way too much over memories, like playing coconut soccer after reading Nim's Island, creating a novel as a class about our fantastical adventure to the moon, analysing Taylor Swift lyrics before she was a big deal, and the chaos of putting together the weekly Super 4A news and auctions. I may not have known entirely what I was doing in my first year of teaching, but I cared deeply about each of my students and making sure that the classroom was their favourite place to be. So here are 3 things I wish I had known when I was sitting where you are right now. First, create a sanctuary with your students. It's tempting to make your classroom Instagram worthy before they even walk through the door. But what really matters is the space you create and build together. Let your students' ideas shape the room. Let their messy, creative, critical thinking be showcased. As a vertically challenged teacher, I had no choice but to let my students put things up on the wall, and they owned it. For some, home is stressful, and your classroom will be a refuge, the one place where they feel safe and can truly be themselves. And in creating that sanctuary for them, you might just find you've created one for yourself too. Second, be intentional about how you start each day. Teaching can be overwhelming at times, and it's easy to slip into autopilot. But before you walk into the classroom, take a moment and visualize your students. How do you want them to feel by the end of your lesson, by the end of the day, by the end of the period? What do they look like? Are they smiling, asking questions, enjoying the learning, stretching themselves? Then think about you. How do you want to be as their teacher? Take a deep breath and enter the room with that intention. Then be quirky, be creative, be authentic. Your students will pick up on that, and it will give them permission to be themselves too. Third, remember to reflect and be kind to yourself. Not every lesson will go to plan, trust me, and that's okay. As one principal told me, we teach students, not programs. At the end of the day, when you're driving or you're walking home, think about what's one thing that worked well today, one thing that my students really responded well to today, and what is one tiny tweak that I can make or do differently next time. Getting into this habit of self-reflection will help you grow and focus your efforts on always moving forward for your students. Third, remember to be kind to yourself. Finally, cherish your friendships that you've made here. I didn't realise at the time how important my university friendships would become, even with my lecturers. My uni friends and I have been through it all together. These are the people who will understand you like no one else can, and the only ones available in the school holidays. Keep them close, especially on those tough days. I want to thank Macquarie University for giving me the space to explore what was possible in Australian education, and for the supportive community that helped me grow and discover my values and purpose. Founding the Macquarie University Education Society was just the beginning for me. Today I run my own business, helping schools across the state ensure that teachers get the support, the love, and recognition they deserve to be successful for our students. To my husband, Michael, thank you for your love and your unwavering support. Whether it was making paperclip chains with me until midnight, putting up with my endless overthinking about how to support a particular student, or listening to me ramble on about the possibilities in education. And to the friends and family here today, thank you for being our rocks. During report season, please remind us to shower and eat. And forgive us if we're not ourselves by the end of term 4. We're often running on empty by then. Graduates, this is just the beginning. The road ahead will be filled with challenges, joy, and countless moments that will shape not only your students' lives, but your own. As you step into your classrooms, remember that you have the power to be the teacher that you've always wanted to be. The teacher your students need you to be. Keep them at the heart of every decision you make and let that guide you. Enjoy every step of this incredible journey. Thank you very much.
Stephanie, thank you very much for those words of encouragement. I think while I was listening to you, the word significance came into my mind so often. So it's not always what you think you're doing, but it's that unintentional significance of what you're doing. You did mention that one has to get up in the morning and be intentional, and not everything works out the way you plan it. It is so true, but at the end, maybe at the end of our lives, when we ask ourselves, so what was the significance of my life? And you have to answer that question not in a theater where other people are present, but where you and you alone are present. What is the significance of your life? I can't think of a better way to reflect on a concept like that, listening to you in education. Sometimes I'm a bit envious on people in your discipline, because I think it's so fundamental to any society, how we shape a society, a community, and move a nation forward. So thank you very much for those words, and we have listened carefully and we are learning. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding over ceremonies such as today's, and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university requirements for such awards. I now call on the Acting Registrar, Professor Leanne Piggott, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements the requirements for those awards that you will be receiving today. So I will have to take your word for that, Leanne, so think carefully how you frame your next words.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I certify that all the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees that they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
I take your word for that. In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts. I now call on Professor Chris Dixon, Executive Dean at the Faculty of Arts, to present the graduates. Professor Dixon.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts. Students and staff from the Faculty of Arts develop critical, inquiring and curious minds. They work together within and across disciplinary boundaries to ask questions about socially complex problems. They identify paths of research, analyse and communicate ideas in creative formats, and reflect on the skills and knowledge they need in order to understand the world, past, present and future. Students are encouraged to use their skills and talents to connect with local and global communities. This faculty includes research and study areas in ancient history, anthropology, education, English, geography and planning, Indigenous studies, international studies, law, media, music, communication and cultural studies, modern history, politics and international relations, philosophy, sociology and security studies and criminology. Through transformative education, Faculty of Arts graduates are equipped to face social challenges with a deep evaluative mind, strong reasoning and a well-established ethical compass. They explore their creativity and passions while developing transferable skills like communication, critical thinking and digital literacy. These skills are extremely sought after by employers. To our graduates, as you reflect on the last few years, I'm sure you'll agree Macquarie University is home to a wonderful community of people. The relationships and networks you have formed will continue to serve you well into your future as professional contacts, as academic mentors and as lifelong friendships. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I present to you graduates from the Faculty of Arts whom you have admitted to degrees or awarded diplomas. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Psychology with the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary. Nathan Top. Madison Williams. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Education Primary. Natalia Aguilera. Emma Arthur. Ashley Booth. Kate Collette. Estella Dunn. Alexandra Langthorne. Holly Lincoln. Essie Luttrell. Sarah Thompson. Burju Tokdogan. I present graduates admitted to degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Education, Secondary. William Brown. Diana Duvnayak. Jin Ho Jang. Isabel Muwala. Rachel Nguyen. Brian Tran. Diana Voong. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Education, Primary. Michelle Byers. Juliet Bladen. Brielle Burgess. Sun Chang. Miriam Chert. James Conahan. Elise Craig. Kyle Driscoll. Hannah Lonsdale. Joanna Liu. Dean Otaris. Harley Osborne. Vanessa Sumi. Taisha Suarez. Lauren Yap. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Education, Secondary. Suella Bailey. Ethan Cheong. Elizabeth Owers. Catherine Sadek. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Education, Secondary, Tamara Pendlebury. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary and Bachelor of Psychology. Grace Bevis. Amelia Kenny. Courtney Kovalchik. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Education, Secondary. Yusura Amin. In So Park. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science with the degree of Bachelor of Education, Secondary. TV Nan Nguyen. Elise Williams. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Ancient History. Yasmin Aboud. Frey Baskerfield. Therese Harrison. Ashley Hunt. Musa Halid. Rajanish Ram. Jade Wallace. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Archaeology. Daisy Andrews. Asha Crombie. We have a recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Casey Cross. Well done. Tobias Hadfield. Crystal Miller. Grace Nelson. Samuel Plummer. Liv Seifert. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Jacob Bolus. Caroline Cairns. Nicola Cassidy. Frank D. Bernardo. Alicia Fraser. Jeanette Frith. Amy Kelfkins. Julia Kim. Evangelia Lakidis. Ju Kai Lee. Chantel Margirl. Ava Masters. Christopher Mattison. Harris Moaya. Jackie Zipango. Alicia Poe. Magali Smith. Tegan Stockdale. Megan Taggart. Yishue Zhou. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Education, Birth to 12. Ashley Denton. Ciara Ronquillo. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Philosophy. Tanil Lavender. Annie Patterson. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Early Childhood Education. Emily Bennett. Tessa Lee Steen. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Ancient History, Alexander Reid. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Disability Studies, Amanda Bergen. Amy Clark. Kimberly Cahoon. Alicia Duarte. Claudia Marcelia. Tanya Merrick. Laura Quinn. Kelly West. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Early Childhood, Chutima Addison. Andalib Fedaus. Louise Marutians. Subin O. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Education, a recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Laura Hall. Emma Okros. Lovely Vielana Moore. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Educational Leadership, Glenn Wykes. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Inclusive and Special Education, Constance Bakopoulos. He Woo Yu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Indigenous Education, Megan Jordan. Erin MacDonald. A recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Brooke Musgrave. Well done. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Teaching, Birth to 5 Years, Julia Kofenda. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Teaching, Primary, Crisia Gavieta. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Teaching, Secondary, Chiuk Nam Chan. Emma Corla. Scott Lawton. Noel Marniti. Hannah McLaughlin. Charlene Mercy Lynn. Noah Roberts. Jasmine Chinella. Moi Eng Sok. Robert Suksavat. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research. A higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Research is a 2-year, full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training, and a major research project. Graduates are focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research. Levi Bark for a thesis entitled A Lexical Study of the Language of Physical Violence in the Zenon Archive. Philippa Hurd for a thesis entitled Teaching Talented Writers, New South Wales Secondary English Teachers' Perspectives of the Enabling and Constraining Factors. Well done. Thomas Kennedy for a thesis entitled Transhuman Existentialism, Purpose in the Changing Human. Alexander McCritchie for a thesis entitled The Influence of Rome on the Pictish Kingdoms of the 7th and 8th centuries AD. Well done. Holly Nethery for a thesis entitled The Evolving Numismatic Representations of Augustan Women, Accessing the Res Publica Through Numismatic Propaganda. Well done. Olivia Perkins for a thesis entitled Hatshepsut, a critical examination of androcentrism within Egyptological interpretations of ancient Egypt's most contentious female ruler. Well done. Padma Raghunathan for a thesis entitled Youth Perspectives in Indian Sex Education and Its Urgent Need. Deborah Williams for a thesis entitled Seizing the Day, Technology-Mediated Dialogue and Critical Thinking in the Secondary English Classroom. Well done. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Michelle Bishop, awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Postgraduate Research for a thesis entitled Envisaging Indigenous Education Sovereignty. Well done. Dr. Elizabeth Bryce for a thesis entitled Azuian Miniature, an examination of the uses and purposes of pre-dynastic zoomorphic figurines. Dr. Lauren de Mol for a thesis entitled Pain in Greco-Roman Antiquity from the 1st to 3rd century. Dr. Thomas Dixon, awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Postgraduate Research for a thesis entitled Bioinformation, Cyber Biosecurity and Technological Surprise, Synthetic Biology and Great Power Rivalry. Dr. Sarah Jacobson for a thesis entitled Joint Attention as an Embodied Complex Dynamic System in an Infant, Toddler, Early Childhood Education Context. Well. Dr. Trent Mann for a thesis titled LGBTQ Student, Staff and Parent Experiences in Australian Schools, an Ecological Perspective. Well done. Dr. Carlos Robinson for a thesis entitled Keep Your Friends Close, Philo and Factions in the Ptolemaic Court. Dr. Karen Wu for a thesis entitled Integrating Coding Across the Curriculum, Rhetoric and Reality. The University Medal is the university's most prestigious academic award and is awarded to students who have demonstrated exceptional academic excellence throughout their university studies. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Research with the University Medal for History, Elizabeth Branner, for a thesis entitled Camp's Queer Child, a biography of Australia's first gay counselling service, Phone a Friend, 1972 to 1983. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Research with the University Medal for Ancient History, Mark Matic, for a thesis entitled The Greek of two Esdras, Signs of Fluency and Formal Education in a Literal Translation. Well done. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Arts.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I call on Elizabeth Branner, who graduated today with a Master of Research, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Elizabeth?
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, members of the university, fellow graduates and guests, I want to offer my warmest congratulations to today's graduates and my deepest thanks to those who have supported us during our time as students. I chose Macquarie University as a 17-year-old, and for better or for worse, it has been my home for the last 5 years. I chose Macquarie because I was intrigued by the university's history of student activism and radicalism on campus. And having just completed my Masters of Research in Australian history, I was hoping you would indulge me in a little history lesson. Don't worry, I only have 3 minutes. Okay, so Macquarie was founded in 1964 as part of government efforts to create more universities. It was intended as a modern alternative to the University of Sydney and the University of New South Wales. It wouldn't be built with sandstone and steeped in colonial history. Its buildings and roads wouldn't be named after, and I quote, dead white men, although the university is named after Lachlan Macquarie. Awkward. Its brutalist architecture would emphasise function over tradition. In any case, when Macquarie opened its doors in 1964, it attracted modern alternative students. It opened its doors to students moved by the countercultural movement of the 1960s and would soon be flooded by students who were also unionists, environmentalists, feminists, and gay liberationists. The first major political demonstration at Macquarie Uni was a moratorium against the Vietnam War in 1970. Student and union groups on campus passed motions supporting the withdrawal of troops from Vietnam. The Macquarie Union Board made its building a sanctuary for draft resistors. Events were organised to raise awareness about the horrors of war and to support anti-war demonstrations. These included debates about pacifism, screenings of anti-war films, and an open-air all-day fair on the university lawns. These activities were persistently shut down by university executive. I was drawn to Macquarie University by this history of activism, and I've completed my master's education completely radicalised, not by the university, but by the people who work here. I've been transformed by the incredible teaching staff in particular, and I hope I can speak a little bit for everyone here today when I say that they have taught us to be inquisitive, critical, ready to call out injustice. They've also taught us to be good-humoured, generous, and open to new ideas and coalition with others. We are very fortunate to have received such a generous and ethical education in a world that is rife with anti-intellectualism. So I guess 17-year-old me did get her taste of something like 1970s student activism, and I want to thank all of those staff for the dedication they've had to our education. Thank you.
Now, Elizabeth, how do I respond to such a history lesson? Maybe I should just say I'm a farm boy from Africa, and I didn't know all that. So thank you for the lesson. And now you know why Macquarie has such a distinct character of its own. All that I can say is happy 60th anniversary, Macquarie. Thank you. Wow. That was moving, wasn't it? One of my favorite pieces of our graduation here at Macquarie. It's such a touch of class, isn't it? It moves emotion, it brings all sorts of things into your mind. So thank you very much, Angela. And that specific piece is my favorite. So distinguished guests, please join me in expressing our appreciation to Angela Brewer for the superb performance. Angela is also the founder of the artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. And as we always say here, do you want to hear that again? Sign up for another degree. I would also like to take this moment just to also thank our musicians on the organ, Heather Moinboy, and the Chinese transverse flute, Dr. Chai Changwing. Also very important for me to acknowledge, I would like to take the opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives from our alumni community who have generously offered their time to ensure the day runs smoothly so that you can celebrate it. Can you please stand? Thank you very much. And finally, please join me in thanking our technical staff who ensure that the proceedings can be seen and heard, not only just for all of you here today, but also those watching the event on live stream. Thank you very much, technical team. Graduates, this ceremony marks the change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now part of the bigger Macquarie family. Our alumni network, which is over 234,000 graduates strong, spanning more than 150 countries around the globe, welcomes you to the fold. This is the beginning of the rest of your lives. We will look forward to seeing you back on campus, to attend alumni events, and very importantly, specifically for me, I'll say it twice, to undertake further study. To undertake further study. Or simply to visit our beautiful campus and reminisce about the good times you spent here as a Macquarie University student. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges. But like all privileges, it also carries a lot of responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourself to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry, wherever you are, preferably on this campus. I urge you to set ambitious goals for yourselves. I urge you to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. My hope is that, as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is also my hope that you will always remember the people who have helped you along the way. Many of them are here today. So to acknowledge them and acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. First of all, I would like you to stand up, all graduates. Now I want you to place your testaments on your seat and turn around to face your families and friends. And now I invite you to give them a mighty round of applause. You can now turn around, but don't sit down just yet. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing, but please do pick up your testaments. You worked very hard for it. The official party will soon leave the hall, followed by the graduates. As we do, Heather on the organ will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies like these for centuries. There is an age-old set of Latin lyrics, which begins with Gaudimus igitur dum sumus iunis. In translation, this graduation exit song starts out, therefore, let us rejoice. We will always be young. That makes this very special for me. We will always be young. This song speaks in a whimsical way of youth and old age at the very same time, of the brevity of life and the inevitability of death, of state and city, and of happiness. Again, to the graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for the futures filled with success, satisfaction, and most importantly, of happiness. Now, might I ask everybody to please stand? Shortly, I will lead the official party out to be followed by the graduates, and then I invite you to follow our graduates out of the graduation hall to enjoy some light refreshments just around the corner here, and the emphasis is on light refreshments. It's tough times, and it's only Tuesday afternoon. So in closing today's wonderful celebration on this glorious spring day here on this beautiful campus, thank you for all, thank you for coming, congratulations. Gaudimus igitur, therefore we will rejoice.